Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so while these two monkeys decide what's going to happen today, I'll just assume that you'll leave me a note. All right, so for my yogis, my yoginis, I want you to find yourself in a nice comfortable seat. Just allow yourself to land. I just want to really commend you for taking time out to do your practice today. It is extraordinarily challenging for me personally to practice at home. There's so many distractions and so many things to look at, so that, the fact that you're at least attempting to watch this video and you're, here breathing, even if it's just for a few minutes, is a really good, healthy, wonderful thing to do. So very, 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 very honored that you are joining me for this practice. So let's just begin by letting our tailbone kind of sink down, root down, and just kind of allow yourself to relax your shoulders, maybe even roll them a couple times. I always tend to do that. And just come into the awareness of your breath. Maybe even closing your eyes just for a moment, turning inward. Just feeling what it feels like in your body to inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, just rooting your tail down into the earth and just letting the inhale fill you up, right up to the tippy top of your head. And then just let go. And so inhale, exhale. Today, I invite you to release your expectations. So often we come to practice, or we even come into our lives having all of these expectations of how things are supposed to go. And I feel like we've been given a big dose of things not meeting our expectations. And so today we're just going to practice letting go of our expectations, just letting ourselves be with whatever arises for us during this practice. It might be boredom, it might be joy, it might be anxiety, whatever it is, let's just meet it where it is and say hello, okay? Just following your breath. I invite you to bring your focus to all the sounds you can hear in the room. Trying not to judge any of them. Just letting your ears hear the sound of my voice. Maybe you hear the sound of some birds or your pets, your kids. Just really hear. Allowing yourself to really come into the present moment. Right now, right here. And welcome yourself. If you'd like to set Sankalpa for your practice, an intention, maybe an affirmation, maybe a prayer, whatever speaks to your heart, just let it settle right into your heart center. And just let that continue to breathe in and breathe out for one moment. Oh! All right, let's ground in all of our intentions with a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Beautiful. So now we're going to do from this seated position, I'm going to turn on some music. I am using the playlist called Rebel, I Am Love. And I just hit the start button there. So from your seated position, I'm going to invite you to take your right hand, reach it up and over your head, and just let it fall down onto your left ear. Okay, and you're just going to take a little bit of pressure and bring your right ear down. Maybe take your left hand and extend it towards the earth. Just feeling a nice stretch. Gently release your head. Let this right arm come down. We'll take the left arm up and just let it fall down. Just open up by taking your left ear to the left shoulder, opening up, reaching your right fingertips down. Good. Now we'll gently release that. So we're going to bring our hands to our knees. We're just going to do some circular motions here, just kind of letting our spines rotate in a seated position. I always tend to rotate to the right first. Let's do 2 more. Good, and then we'll switch directions. So going left. And we'll do 2 more right here. Just gonna feel your hips opening up. Beautiful. Now come back to nice central position. We're going to inhale, float the arms up overhead. Just reach up, bring your palms together. Let your shoulder blades drop down on your back, and then exhale all the way down. We'll do that one more time, okay? So let's inhale, lift our arms up, reach up, drop your shoulder blades down, and then exhale. Beautiful. Now from this position, we're going to find our tabletop. So just get yourself situated so that you have your hands right underneath your shoulders, your hips right over your knees. From here, we're just going to rotate our hips. So just kind of start to move around. I like to think about moving big joints to start my practice. So hips and shoulders. Maybe check out your elbows. There's no right or wrong movement here. We're just doing a little exploration. Noticing what our body wants us to know today. Where are you tight? Where might you be a little bit tense? Good. Now what we're going to do is curl our toes under here so we can open up through the bottoms of our feet. And then drop your belly down, tailbone high. Lift your heart, cow pose. Inhale, and then exhale. We're just going to arch our spines. Inhale when you're ready. Just going back and forth between cat and cow. Really allow yourself to exhale out any stagnant air. Really breathing deeply into your lungs and really deeply exhaling, trying to empty everything out. Good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. And let's exhale. Good. Now come back to a nice neutral spine. We're going to start on the left side of our body, and you're going to take this left knee and just rotate it towards the side of your mat. And we're just going to open up into a supported side plank here. Just lifting your heart, deep breath in. And then we're going to exhale and come back around. So we're going to do that on the other side. So just take your knee right off, come onto the edge of your left foot, reach up tall. Good. Let's do that one more time on each side. Okay, so we're going to take the left leg behind you, edge of the right foot, reach up tall, deep inhale. Exhale, come on down. Good. And then set up the other side. So this leg comes out, extend. And exhale. Coming back to a nice neutral spine. Let's curl those toes under. We're going to make our way to downward dog, our very first downward dog of the practice. I will adjust myself and my microphone. All right, here we go. So we're going to curl toes under. Spread your fingers. Really let your hands completely open up on the mat. And if it feels good to bend your knees or pedal your feet a bit, I invite you just kind of move into down dog at your own pace. Now remember, if down dog becomes too much at any time in practice, always come to knees, okay? It's no problem. Our child's pose, just pushing back. So let's find a little bit of stillness here. So we're going to think about tailbone reaching for the sky, okay? Heart reaching back towards the thighs. You can slowly begin to straighten your legs. And let's find 3 beautiful breaths here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to bend our knees a bit, look to our hands, and as we exhale, we're going to walk up to the top of the mat, okay? We're going to inhale to a halfway lift, and then forward fold. Let's root down through our feet and rise all the way up. Big inhale, and then we'll exhale, heart center. Good. Let's inhale, float the arms. We're going to exhale right into our hearts. Again, just like that. Inhale. Exhale right into honor your heart's intention. Let's inhale again. This time on the exhale, let's fold our bodies forward all the way. Let your head relax. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Let's root down through our feet and rise up, lifting your heart. Exhale, heart center. Good, one more just like that. Inhale. And fold as you exhale. Keep a little bend to the knees. Let your head relax. Halfway lift on the inhale. Nice long spine. Forward fold. Good, root down through your feet. Rise all the way up. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to add on to this. We're going to inhale, float those arms. On the exhale, we're going to fold our bodies forward. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. We're going to take our left leg and we're going to step this left leg back and place the left knee down on the mat, sinking into a low lunge. So we're going to shine our hearts forward. You can have your hands on blocks here if you like, or tense your fingers. Keep shining that heart. And we're just going to move this back and forth a little bit just to open up. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're just going to move back. And then let's inhale again. Sink the hips. And exhale back. Inhale. and exhale. Good, let's inhale again. We're gonna sink down, shine the heart, curl left toes under, and then we're gonna lift back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full exhale. On your next inhale, bend those knees, look to your hands, step, hop, or walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift on the inhale, forward fold on the exhale. Let's root down and rise all the way up. Lift your heart. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, fold your body. Halfway lift on the inhale. And let's fold. Again, this time the right foot is going to step way back. We'll place the right knee down on the mat. You can always have a blanket underneath you if you'd like. And we're going to drop the hips and sink in, lifting the heart. Deep breath in. We're getting right into our hip flexor. And let's just move this around. So we're going to inhale. And then on the exhale, just going to push the hips back. Let's inhale. And exhale. You get to choose how deeply you do this. Let's inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's come forward one more time. We're just going to sink and enjoy that stretch. I am so tight there. This feels amazing. Some of you, it might not feel amazing. Just letting it be what it is, right? Let's turn the right toes under, hands down, and find downward facing dog. Let's take one more breath here. Your next breath in, bend your knees, look to your hands, step, hop, or walk to the top. Halfway lift on your inhale, and forward fold. Let's root down through our feet and rise all the way up. Lift your heart. Exhale, heart center. Good. Let's inhale. Let's float those arms. And we'll exhale, folding forward. Halfway lift on the inhale. And fold. Again, left foot steps back, low lunge. Now this time you can choose whether you put your knee down or you don't, okay? Yogi's choice here, so dropping the knee down. We're gonna take right hand to the sky, just twisting up, sink those hips. We're gonna inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna wrap right underneath our thigh. We're gonna inhale up, exhale, right underneath. Inhale, and exhale. Good, and we're gonna bring this right hand down. We're gonna find a plank position from here, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, knees come down, elbows in. We're gonna lower all the way down. Good, and then from here, let's roll our shoulder blades back, lift our hearts, tops of feet on the mat. Baby cobra. Exhale it right back down. Let's do it again. We're gonna inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time. Let's inhale. And exhale. Your next breath in, tuck those toes. On the exhale, find your way back to downward facing dog. And exhale really big here. Just let it go. Whew. Good. On your next inhale, let's bend those knees. Look to your hands. Step, hop, or walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Let's root down and rise all the way up. Exhale. Good. Let's do the other side here. Inhale, float those arms. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift here, nice long spine, stretch it out, fold. Again, now this time right foot steps way back behind you, okay, sink those hips down. So again, knee can come down at any point. This time, left hand to the sky, okay? Try to sink your hips, deep breath in. On the exhale, wrap. We're gonna inhale, and then exhale. Let's inhale, and exhale. Left hand comes down to the mat, find your plank, and then flow it out at your own pace, okay? Just take your time. We'll all meet in downward dog. Just find yourself in downward dog, taking some nice deep breaths. Feeling your tailbone reach for the sky. Feel the connection between your feet, your hands, and the earth. Next breath in, let's bend our knees. Look to the hands. Step, hop, or walk. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Root down and rise all the way up. And exhale right in to honor your heart center. So really just stand for a moment. Maybe put your hands right on your heart. Just moving around some of our energy, our prana. Good. Now let's find mountain pose, okay? Hands down, feet right underneath you, okay? Just bring all of your awareness to the bottoms of your feet. We're going to really ground our energy back into the earth. We're going to inhale, float the arms, and we're going to sit back in chair pose. So sinking hips down, and then you're going to lift the heart up. Hands can be right here at the heart. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. Okay, we don't want to have our bodies tipped over this way. We want to be lifting and almost like you're going to sit right down in a seat. Now, some of you might just want to have a little fun and come up. Take your heels off the mat. Oh, let's take a deep breath in. And fold on the exhale. Halfway lift on the inhale. And let's fold again. Okay, so we're going to take this left foot. I'm going to switch spots. Left foot behind us at an angle. Okay, we're going to lift our bodies into Virabhadrasana 1, our warrior 1. So start just by feeling your feet. Feeling your hips sinking down. And then when you're ready, lift up. Just let your legs come into this practice. Might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but they're just warming up. Good. Now we're going to take this into warrior 2. So let's open ourselves up. You might go a little deeper here, but I like to think about reaching out, shoulders soft. Yeah, good. Now really feel the bottoms of your feet grounding. And we're going to lift right hand to the sky. Peaceful warrior. Try to keep the bend in that front knee. Keep your shoulders soft. All right, and then we're going to float back to warrior 2. Good, let's inhale, reverse. And on your exhale, we're going to take this hand all the way down to the mat. We'll find plank pose, knees up or down. You can take a vinyasa or just go right to downward facing dog. Allowing that exhale to really let you release stuff you're holding on to. All this weirdness and these uncertain times, exhaling out really helps. Let's take one more breath here. Next breath in, bend your knees, look to your hands, step, hop, or walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift on the inhale, and fold on the exhale. Good, let's root down and rise up. Lift your heart. Exhale. Beautiful. Good, let's come right back into Utkatasana. I feel like I'm gonna have a wardrobe malfunction here, a la Janet Jackson. Hopefully not. Shoulder blades down, guys, sink right in. If your hands are above your head, let your shoulders drop down and imagine you're holding a big ball, like a beach ball of energy. It's all the good energy. It's almost you can feel your fingers tingle. Let's take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Take the right foot this time, step it back. This foot's at an angle, and we're gonna slowly lift our energy up. Take as much time as you need so that you can allow your head to catch up. You don't ever want to get too dizzy coming up too fast, right? So shoulder blades soften down. Feel your legs, feel your feet sinking in. Breathe deeply into sensation, whatever it is. Okay, let's open this right into warrior two. So we're letting our hips and our shoulders kind of square off. This knee comes back to 12 o'clock. And then drop the shoulders down. Energy out the fingertips. And you want to think about your torso staying right over your hips, so you're not leaning one way or the other here. It is really extending, okay? Left hand to the sky. And then breathe into this rib area. Good, then let's float back. Just land in your Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Be nice and strong here. You're gonna inhale and exhale. And your next inhale, let's reverse. And on the exhale, we're gonna take it all the way down to the mat. Okay, we're gonna inhale, find our plank. And then on the exhale, you can lower all the way down to your belly or halfway, chaturanga. For your heart, cobra, up dog. And we're gonna exhale back to downward facing dog. One more breath. Good. Now from here, my friends, we're going to bend our knees, look to our hands, step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Root down through your feet and rise up. Oh, shine your heart. And bring hands right in to heart center. All right, find your place in Tadasana just for a moment. Okay, I want you to check in with your energy. Maybe even close your eyes. See if you can really allow your feet to connect with your mat. Good. Now from here, we're going to inhale, float those arms up. We're going to sit back, chair pose, okay? Sinking right in. We're going to take a right arm underneath our left arm, and you may just hug your arms together here, or you may bind your hands. Right leg up and over. So we're finding our eagle posture here. Sinking down. It's always okay to have your toe on the earth. Try to keep your heart lifting. Your belly's engaged. Good. Now we're going to transition
the leg into airplane pose, keeping the arms in eagle arms. So we're going to take this right leg up and around and behind us.
Okay, eagle arms. Let's take one more breath here. Now we're going to bring the knee back up, unhook those arms, extend that long leg, and then let's put it down. All right, let's shake that off, let it go. All right, find stillness in your mountain again. Just reground. We'll inhale, float the arms. This time, left arm is going to come underneath the right arm. Okay, or you can just hug your arms together. This works just as well, okay? And then we're gonna pick up left knee, wrap it around the right. And when you're doing this, you wanna try to keep your hips forward, theoretically, right? Toes can touch, or you can try to wrap energetically your foot behind. Even if you're not able to get your foot behind your calf, it's no problem. Okay, here we go. Now sink your hips, lift your heart, and breathe. We can do hard things. Now let's slowly transition this left leg behind us into airplane pose, left side. So we're just tipping into a T. Breathing in and out. Try not to hold your breath. Good, let's lift right back up. Undo the eagle arms. Left knee up. Extend that leg. And then let's come on down. And just let that go. Woo. All right, now from here, my friends, we're gonna inhale, float the arms. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Left foot steps back. Remember, low lunge? We're gonna go right back to low lunge. It's really sink in. If you'd like, you can throw in a little twist here. Or just stay right where you are. 2 more breaths. Knee can always come down. Good, now, if your knee is down, we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna come to the center of the mat, opening right into wide leg forward fold here. So taking your feet as wide as you're comfortable, letting your toes pigeon toe in a little bit. Hands can be right underneath you. Maybe you have your forearms on the ground. Maybe not. Maybe you're using a block here. Whatever you can to just allow the back sides of your legs to open up. Good, now from here, if your hands are down, we're gonna bring our hands right underneath us and we're just gonna do a little side twist. So you're gonna take our right hand to the left ankle or shin, any place over here. Even if you can't even quite get there, that's fine. And then we'll just take this top hand up and I like to tuck it right behind my back. I'll just get a little bit of a stretch here. My right inner thigh. Good, let's come back to center. We'll take this left hand to the right ankle. Good, let's come back to center. Okay, from here, friends, we're gonna walk to the left. Okay, so you're gonna be towards the back of your mat. Maybe that'll make you turn it the opposite way of me, that's okay. Sink in, low lunge. Okay, now from here, right hand down, left hand if you want a little twist. Good. Now we're gonna walk right back around to the center, just like we were before, except this time we're gonna bring our feet a little bit closer together, okay? We're just gonna open side to side. So you can go as deeply as you wanna go here. Might be just a little rock side to side, or you can come into your full expression. And just let your body kind of move the way it wants to. Don't try to follow anything, just walk the hands over to the right. Okay, pivot that left leg. We're gonna step up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root down and rise all the way up. We'll exhale, heart center. Just really allowing your heart to be where it is. All right, let's just do one balance pose. I feel like balance poses kind of remind us what it feels like to center ourselves. You don't have to do anything fancy here, but I invite you, if you don't want to do tree pose, any balance pose that really is calling to you today, balancing stick or dancer. I'm going to start tree pose. Left side, grounded, pick up the right knee. It'll open up. You want to keep this foot above or below your knee, or you can keep your toes on the earth. Okay, wherever you are is beautiful. And then branches can be wherever you'd like them to be. And then just drop into that breath. I really miss practicing with you guys in the room. I am not made to be a YouTube sensation, that is clear. I'm so grateful for your presence, even virtually. Let's take, one more breath here. And then let's come all the way down. Good, shake that off, let it go. Maybe do a little dance. All right, shake that off. When you're ready, come back to Tadasana. Stand nice and tall. Feel your heart just shining. Okay, we're gonna shift weight, right foot this time. Pick up the left knee. We're gonna open up into our tree. Just find your version. Maybe your arms are down this time, or maybe they're at your heart. Some of you might be holding onto a wall. That's totally acceptable, right? Just try to find a place where you can sink into your breath and let your breath come all the way down and all the way up and out. Let's take 2 more big, beautiful breaths here. And then we'll come all the way home, shake it out. Good, now we're gonna make our way slowly down to the floor. Okay, so we're gonna inhale, float those arms. We're gonna exhale and fold forward. Halfway lift on the inhale and fold again. So we're gonna plant our hands, finding plank pose this time. Okay, so what we're gonna do before we come all the way down is a little side plank. So some of you may drop your left knee down and pivot open, supported side plank here. Some of you from plank pose may roll onto the side of your left foot, okay? And then try to find some alignment between your shoulder and your wrist and lift up. Okay, take a deep breath in here. On your exhale, come all the way out, downward dog, or maybe child's pose. I think I do more child's poses when you guys are in the room than I do when I'm recording myself. Good, now I'm just gonna switch sides magically. Okay, let's find plank pose again, okay? Now again, right knee can come down this time. And then you can open up, supported side angle, or those of you who want to go right into side angle, okay, make sure your shoulders are right over your wrist to begin with. Roll onto your side, find that groundedness, and then lift up. Whoa. Let's take one more breath. Exhale. Now you can take a vinyasa or find your way to child's pose. I'm choosing child's pose. I'm going to take 2 more breaths right where we are. And then slowly come up to tabletop once again. And just like we did before, just kind of move around a little bit. Shake out your hips and your shoulders. Good. And then from here, guys, we're going to shift around onto our seats. All right, and we're going to bend the knees just a little bit. I'm going to invite you to just take your arms and just give yourself a gigantic hug here. You can hug underneath your legs or over, but I like to think about tucking my chin in towards my chest and reaching back towards the back of the room or back of your mat. Kind of like a cat pose. Oh, good. And then when you're ready, just lift your head back up. Take those hands behind you and stretch your heart up. Good. All right. Now from here, we're going to open up our legs. We're going to take our left leg, bend it towards the inside of the right leg. I'm just kind of offering a little bit of a stretch to this right leg. We're going to turn our bodies towards our right toes. Engage those toes. So you're pulling them towards your body. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, reach as far as you can forward. Now maybe you'll grab your toes or your feet. Maybe you'll be up here. It doesn't really matter. Wherever you are is great. And just see if you can relax into the stretch. This stretch in my body, I actually feel it in my left hip more so than in my right leg. Everybody's different. Just see if you can take some deep breaths and relax. Notice if you're resisting. Can you just soften? I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. Good, and then gently reach up. We're gonna take left hand behind us, okay? And then if you'd like, you can lift yourself up onto the left knee and just stretch up tall. And then we'll come right back down and switch our sides. You're bending your right leg this time, turning your body towards your left toes, letting your left toes engage so that they're kind of pulling towards your body. So you're engaging the back side of the left leg. Reach up. And then really stretch forward, forward, forward. Maybe you find those toes, maybe the ankle, maybe even the knee. And just allow yourself to breathe into this. Try to find a little stillness. Unless the song is too groovy and you can't be still. Let's take 2 more breaths. Good, and then we're gently gonna release this. If you'd like, you can take this right hand right behind you. Give yourself some support. Lift up on the right knee, stretch to the sky. Beautiful. And then gently come all the way back down. Beautiful. We're gonna bring our legs together, shake them out. All right, and then from here, we're gonna make our way down to our backs, okay? From us beautiful, instead of boat position today, we're gonna come down onto our backs relatively slowly. So let's start, maybe your arms are out to the side, or maybe you're holding on to your thighs, either way, okay? Just slowly, we'll go to the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, and then maybe full body stretch here. This is the part where we usually knock over a few water bottles in class, right? Almost every time. It's inevitable. Good, and then we're gonna bring the arms around our chest and just give yourself a nice big hug. Good, and from here, we're gonna bend those knees, take your feet as wide as the mat. Let your knees meet in the middle and just feel the back of your pelvis just relax into the mat. Okay, and just see if you can allow yourself to fall into a little bit of stillness here. And just notice the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. Good, now from here, friends, we're just gonna let our knees windshield wiper really lazily side to side. Allow your hips to come off the mat as you move from side to side. I know deep in my heart that we will be together practicing soon. We'll be back in our communities, our sanghas. I don't know when, but I know it will happen. It might be different, but it will happen. Good. Now we're going to come back to the center with our knees. And from here, we're just going to pull those knees in. And you can hold underneath your thighs or on top of your thighs or top of your shins. But just allow a little back and forth rock. See if it feels good. Sometimes I like to come underneath my knees and just kind of let my hips do whatever they feel like they want to do. Good. From here, let's find a happy baby. All right, so grabbing the outsides of the feet, letting the knees drop down. I like to tuck my chin here so my spine can be nice and long. Tailbone reaching towards the opposite of your head, wherever that is in your room. Lengthening that spine. And then if it feels like something that might be fun, maybe you move around here, or maybe not. Maybe just a little rock side to side. Good. Now we're going to release this down and really stretch out those legs. Just let them reach forward. And then we're just going to let our feet kind of move side to side here. It's like you're windshield wipering your toes side to side. Good. Now we're going to move into a twist. Okay. So from here, I'm going to bring my knees in to center. We're going to go to the left first. So we're just going to drop those knees over to the left. You can make your arms into a big T and take your chin in the opposite direction of your knees. We're just going to take some deep breaths here. Any version of a twist that makes your body feel good is great. See if you can begin to really sink and surrender. Just let the earth hold you. I'm going to take 2 more breaths in this twist. And then we'll come back to center. Pull the knees in again, give yourself a little squeeze, and then we're going to drop them over to the right. Arms out long, perhaps your chin in the opposite direction of your knees. See if you can let your low back sink in. Those of you who are familiar with the Perennial Earth Studio, I just want you to know that 2 beautiful sandhill cranes just flew by the window, almost like they were doing a drive-by to say hello to you all. The prairie's starting to have some life come back to it. Let's take 2 more breaths right here. Good. Now we're going to come back to center with those knees. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe nice and tight into a ball. Okay, and now at this point, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Let our knees butterfly out. Those of you who are not new to practice, if you would like to do an inversion here, this is a nice 10 breaths or so for you to invert. Headstand, handstand, dolphin. The rest of us are going to just relax here and allow our hips to open up. Maybe you've got one hand on your belly and one on your heart. I like to always kind of keep both hands on my belly. Just a little bit of gratitude for this practice. I know how hard it is to practice alone. My own practice is very challenged right now. But as I'm in this room, I can feel all of you out there. I can feel your energy. I feel your hearts. And I know we'll be together again soon. Let's take 4 more breaths wherever we are. All right, my friends, we're going to gently use our hands to guide our knees back to center. Just for one last little squeeze. Oh, so much gratitude, appreciation for this body, getting me through this time, for keeping us as healthy as we can be. And then we're going to find our way to our last posture today, our Shavasana. So just allowing your body to be heavy, just feeling the earth holding you, welcoming you into her arms. And just soften all you can. Knowing that you are more than welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. You can go ahead and just pause this video and lay in relaxation for another 5 or 10 minutes. Those of you who are ready, just begin to slowly deepen your breath. It's coming back into the awareness of your physical body just by moving your fingers, your toes. Maybe begin to bring some movement to your arms and your legs, maybe a little squeeze. And in your own time, very gradually making your way up to a seat. Just taking this opportunity to honor your intention one last time for this practice. To honor your sweet, sweet heart. Today I'm going to end practice with 3 ohms. You can ohm along with me. You can ohm in your head. Usually this gets my animals going. Let's do this together. It's all of our energy, just all that's out there, just coming together. The vibration of this ohm. Let's take a deep breath in. Bringing your hands to your heart, honoring this practice, honoring all the yogis that have come before us and all the little yogis that'll come after us. Know that you are all in my heart, that we miss you terribly, and that we will be together soon. I bow humbly to each and every one of you out there. Namaste.